Okay, that video was Sam Phillips singing "I Will Survive." Now, maybe put the thing to big thing here. Worked the first time. Yeah, let me tell you an interesting story about Sam. One time, Sam was on Facebook, and she did a contest called Guess the Invention. And what it was it was an inventor who was a friend of hers that made this invention, and she had a contest where you had to guess what the person invented. You know, this is invention, and I entered it as a lark. I just thought I'd enter it. And what I saw when I entered it was this little white screen, where you guessed what the invention was, and then behind the screen was what do you call it? It was a picture of the invention, and nobody really knew what it was. Nobody really knew what it was, but you had to guess what it was. Well, I entered it because my friend Sam showed it to me, and then sure enough, I won the contest. And the winner of the contest got $1,000, but it didn't just win $1,000. The person who won the contest also got a chance at possibly winning $100,000. So I was called to be told this 3 weeks before, I had won. I was to get the $1,000 check and the chance to win $100,000. And I tell you, for like 4 weeks, I couldn't believe it. It was a surreal feeling. It was almost like this couldn't be real. I'm sitting here thinking, what do I do if I win $100,000? I've never won $100,000 before. I've never had that kind of money. Now, the reason this has to do with Sam is that when I first was told that I won, I didn't believe I won. I couldn't believe it. And because I couldn't believe I won, I had to have Sam check up on it for me. So I always have to thank Sam, because it was because of Sam's doing that I got the $1,000. And it helped me pay off a lot of things. It helped me, it was nice to get it, but I tell you, if I'd won that $100,000, I would have fainted. It's amazing. It was so amazing. It was Sam is the interesting thing about Sam is that Sam is always interesting. She's never boring, even though her life has been rough and but a lot of the stuff that goes on in her life is pretty interesting. You don't really have too many boring conversations with Sam. She she's always makes things interesting. She walks around, and I never could quite figure out why she lovingly calls other women dude. I never could figure that out. But that's her, and she can put her legs behind her head. She likes to show that off. So if you ever check out a radio show, you'll understand that she can do that. The name of her show is called The Single Life with Sam Phillips is what it's called. And I've interviewed Sam before on my radio show. But, I hope that I can have her come on sometimes and take a look at this particular piece of software as well. It's amazing. It's amazing that that a woman can do as much as she's done, after having gone through what she's been through. It's amazing. Because I don't know too many people that have been through that. Now I know that when everyone always tries to come up with a worst sob story, but the thing is that I'm sure there are worse sob stories, but then again, I don't know how I would have handled going through the things that Sam's been through. I think I probably would be, if anything, very, messed up, or very screwed up a little bit, if that happened to me. And, it's something to think about. I have never met anyone as brave as Sam is, or that matter is willing to talk about whatever she wants to talk about. But what's interesting is that for someone to be that brave and to be able to handle radio, without going overboard, to be able to touch the limits every time without, going too far, and everybody, I mean, when you watch Sam, you think, okay, any minute is she gonna, what is she gonna say? Because you find yourself hanging on her every word, you know, and that's something that's very unique talent to be able to do, to be able to hang on your every word, and have someone hang on your every word, and it's unique talent. I've listened to Sam's show a few times to pick up tips on how to do a podcast, or because I've always considered my podcasting ability to be very inferior to hers. I'll be honest with you. I'm not, my shows, they rarely look like shows. They look more like, just a person trying to talk. And I'm usually a very better listener than I am a talker. This is why I want to do this, so I can interview people. But I need practice speaking, so I'm going to do some shows where I have to speak a little bit. I don't want to dominate the time or anything, but I just want to have some time to just learn to speak. And it's an interesting skill, and I think it was Sam had a lot to do with me getting bit by the bug, so to speak. A lot of people who have seen Sam have wanted to work with Sam simply because of Sam's openness and Sam's ability to not be so afraid of certain topics, and that's a unique skill as well. I say and a lot, and that is something that I don't know what causes that. I mean, I have cerebral palsy, so my theory is that when the brain is trying to get the words out, it's hard for me to get the words out. I tend to mumble my words a little bit, or fumble my words when I speak. But I can get out when I want to get out. Now, I think that learning to do that, and by the way, I'm sorry for all the technical stuff, like this camera going back and forth or whatever. That's harder to do. It makes things a little bit hard, because when the camera goes back and forth, you kind of go, it makes for some strange technical stuff. But I just want to let everyone know that this is not, it's just technical. Me learning software, and I'm learning the software. I'm learning it really well. So if I make a mistake, or if I make a technical problem, you let you just let it slide, because I'm learning to use it. Now I'm going to stop the tape, and then I'm going to start on part 3. Okay.